Hello. We are terrible at planning and filming content, so we're just going to jump straight into it and talk about a project we're pretty proud of. Not only because it's an amazing room, but it was quite the design ordeal.
Ordeal is the right word.
Yeah, it was a challenging room. Talk about how it started.
Yeah, we were appointed by the client to do the rest of the house. We have some other AV and some lighting, and he wanted a room where he could effectively have as close to a cinema as possible. But we didn't have a room that was great for that in this building. So what we ended up deciding, we've got a basement that's been dug out. Unfortunately, it was sort of sandwiched between a library and then a hallway with brittle doors on both sides. We had light wells in the library and all that, lots of natural light pouring in. So obviously the first thing we needed to do was make that dark as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So we've just got some big, heavy drapes on the sides. And then the next sort of thing was, it's not a very deep room at all. I mean, I think we're about just shy of 4 meters deep from here. But it's also a tall room. I think we are 3 meters and a bit, 3,200, something like that off the top of my head. So that kind of works. We've got projectors in our arsenal that can deal with that throw. But Peter, the architect from Marmalade, big shout out Peter.
Yeah, shout out Peter.
Big up Peter. He's doing the best by the client, saying, you know what, we want to get this projector out, this big bulkhead we've got in the ceiling. That then started to prove a bit of some technical issues.
Yeah, the challenge was getting the projector into the coffer ceiling. There was already some services running in the back of that coffer ceiling, and the client, rightfully so, wanted to maximise ceiling height within the room. So creating a much bigger bulkhead wasn't an option. So we tried to deal with the existing bulkhead and coffer ceiling as best as possible. And not only that, but we have quite a short throw. So where the projector is a lot higher than the middle of the screen, we needed a projector that was going to be capable of a vast amount of lens shift to bring the image down without much distortion and warping on the corners. So that was what really opened up the conversation to choosing Barco as the right product for this. And that was mainly due to having the confidence to design with it, right? Like Barco really does have an extensive amount of design and planning software available.
Yeah, like with all the design tools, it's like, you know, if the design works within the confines of their design tool, you know 100% you're going to get to site and it's going to perform better.
Yeah. The other benefits of being able to put it in the ceiling was reducing the noise floor. So having the projector within a contained area, we also had to consider the ventilation. So we ensured that there was sufficient ventilation where it's being stored to not only supply cold air but also extract. There was a lot to manage just for getting that one projector up there, and we did make one mistake. We initially mounted it. It had a flat mounting plate, and we mounted it up in the ceiling, and we were happy, and we turned the system on, and it looked great. And then we turned it on, we turned it up, and the audio system in here is pretty powerful, and the subwoofers just rattled the whole image. The image was bouncing around the whole screen. So that took us back to the drawing board, and we had to mount the projector on a pole mount on the underneath of the concrete slab above. So that gets away from the issue of the MF ceiling, getting resonance essentially from the low frequencies and the subs in the room.
Yeah, effectively, you want to test that. It was London Grammar, I believe.
Yeah.
So it sounds great. No.
Yeah, that's the rap.
Sounds great. Looks awful.
Yeah. London Grammar, hey now, will rattle the shit out of your ceilings. The audio system in here is M&K. It's a 5.2.2 Dolby Atmos system. So we've got the LCR speakers in the front wall, hidden behind the screen, which is acoustically transparent, and then 2 subwoofers also in the baffle wall. There's the 2 high Atmos channels in the ceiling, and then the rear surrounds on the back wall. There was originally supposed to be a console table behind here, which is really important to have that additional depth when you have rear surrounds directly behind you, but some point down the line that bit of furniture got vetoed and omitted. So there's some small compromises in the audio. We led with M&K after demoing the system at a showroom with the client, and he was really impressed with the sound quality, and it met the budget expectations for what we were trying to do in here.
And I must say as well, the V12s are some of my favourites.
Yeah,
for a plug it in and blow your face off.
Yeah,
they are good fun.
They are good fun. Those subwoofers. They look mean as well. It's a shame we had to hide them behind.
In the wall.
Yeah,
you know, because we couldn't afford to bring the screen forward anymore because of the throw distances.
Yeah.
So it's one of those rooms. It looks so simple, but it's so much engineering into it.
And it is, the moment you turn the system on, you appreciate that there's technology hidden, and it has the wow factor. And that really goes down to the design hours that we put in before we even step foot on site. So modelling the whole room in SketchUp, ensuring that we follow all of our guidelines in terms of audio design, correct speaker angles, correct towing angles, modelling the low frequencies and the subwoofer placement. All of that is done at the office, working through design software, covering all angles of audio and video design, and most of all ensuring that coordinates with the interior designers, the architects, the contractors, including the joinery company. It really is a team effort to make a room like this happen. We're really happy with the result. There were some amazing people on the project, architect Peter from Marmalade, as well as Eris and Maria from Meraki Design, who helped create the beautiful finish. A lot of the end product that you see here was in coordination with them. So yeah, thank you everyone for your assistance on this one. Both us and the client are really happy with the end result.
I'll just watch a movie.
Yeah, exactly. All right, peace out.